Hey girls, welcome back to the channel for this week's video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back this week and clicking on my face. And if you have not already followed me on Instagram, you can do that now. Follow me on Instagram at GeranikaMycia. And yeah, keep coming back each week for weekly updates. So as you can see today by the title, we're going to be talking about self-care because this past week has been very emotional for me, and I find myself running to these self-care tips to like help me mentally like recharge and just emotionally get everything back in line, because this week I've just had so many different emotions, from like sad, angry, anxiety, fearful. It's just like a lot going on right now in the world. That's another reason why we did not have a video last week, which I just feel like I didn't feel comfortable just coming on here talking about like shoes and bags and when like stuff that's so irrelevant when there's so much more going on in the world right now. So this week I just thought it was very appropriate to just like, let's take a step back and just focus on ourselves, our mental health, and like recharging. So today I'm going to be giving you girls and guys a couple of my personal tips, like self-care tips that I go to. And me, self-care is very big to me. So I do self-care every single day. Like on this list, I may do at least 5 of these in one day, 5 or more of these in one day. Like self-care is very important, and it's just not for women, it is for everybody. And I just feel like I urge you and encourage you to find what works for you, because finding your self-care routine is going to help you like mentally improve. It's going to help your personal growth, your mental health, and it's going to also help you just feel way better about yourself. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about self-care and all that good stuff. So if you want to see this video, keep watching, and also stop what you're doing right now and thumbs up this video, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you for coming to the channel today, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram for all this fabulousness and all that good stuff. So since we're here talking about self-care today, I decided to be a little more comfortable, and yes, I'm in my pajamas today, and these are probably my favorite, well, one of my favorite pajama sets that I have. Yes, I still wear pajama sets. I don't care. I live for them. Like when I'm at home, a part of my self-care routine is always slipping into like some cute comfortable pajamas and like with my house shoes, and I am like, oh, snatch off the wig and I am ready to chill. But these are from Victoria's Secret, and I believe you can get these year-round, but I only see them in stock around Christmas time, because that's when they like keep everything stocked up. And speaking of Victoria's Secret, it is crazy that they're literally like closing so many stores because of the pandemic. It's just like I'll be very surprised to see what stores and businesses do last after all this is over. Like I don't think I really care because I don't shop in store anyway, but yeah. Oh, and another thing, I've been seeing you girls out there getting y'all nails and toes done. Y'all look real cute, and yes, I am jealous down, hunty, because I'm still scared to leave the house and do certain things like that. But I told myself within the next 2 weeks she have to get these nails done. Like, look at this. It is real not cute. Okay, so let's jump right into it. The first thing on my self-care tip list is disconnect from the world. When I say disconnect from the world, that basically means like I disconnect from social media. I put my phone on do not disturb. I don't talk to people. I just completely shut down and shut the whole world out. And I just find that that really helps me like gather my thoughts and just like kind of be silent to myself and like talk to myself and figure things out without like constantly going to my phone or like checking to see if I have a message or picking up the phone to just call somebody, because sometimes we get so like focused on the outside world that it gets very hard for us to just sit by ourselves. And like we couldn't even, sometimes I can't even sit by myself for like 5 minutes without like reaching for my phone. And when I realized that, I was like, I don't like that feeling. I want to be able to be like out at a restaurant eating by myself and still feel like comfortable enough not to have to like constantly pick up my phone and just like shut the world out. So the first tip is disconnect. Completely shut the world out. Put your phone on do not disturb. Put your phone on the charger in another room so you don't try to reach for it. And yeah, trust me, this is like a good tip. The second thing is get into a quiet space. My quiet space is probably, I would say, my room. Like, I set up my room to be very like zen and very calming and soothing. It's a very like quiet space that I like to go to, and you have to find a quiet space for you. Maybe you don't have a room, maybe you live in a house with like a lot of people, so if your car is your quiet place, wherever you can get complete silence, that is definitely where you need to go. And everybody's quiet place is going to be different, so you have to figure out where's your quiet place and make it a priority to get there sometime. The third thing on my list is probably my favorite thing to do, and that's either to light a candle, or if you're not a candle type of person, you can do the oil misters or oil diffusers. I like to do both. I light a candle and I put on my oil diffuser, which I got from TJ Maxx for $20. And I also love, like, y'all, I love lavender. Like, when it comes to anything soothing and calming, I always reach for lavender because it's gonna just make you feel very relaxed and calm, and it just gives me like this feeling like I'm at the spa or I'm about to get a massage, and I just be very like zen, like all the way. So number 4 on the list is going to be play some relaxing meditation music, and I find that this just helped me align my energies and my spirit and different emotions. I kind of like just get them all together with some good meditation music, and it just helps me you just feel very calm within. And also, this is another way how I start my morning off. I found like the way you start your morning will literally set the whole tone for your whole entire day. If I start my morning without praying, listening to meditation music, or listening to like worship music as the like gospel or something, my whole day just be completely out of whack. So that's another tip and a reminder. Just be very mindful of the way you start your mornings, and also the way you end your whole day. Like, always try to like align yourself at the beginning and the end of the day, so you know what are you feeling in that moment, or you know, today I didn't feel good, or today I didn't like the way I was constantly thinking negative thoughts. Always just be very mindful and aware of your energies and your feelings. Number 5 is basically going to be turn on a mood light or change the lighting in your quiet space or whatever area that you're deciding to have self-care in. This light right here is what I use, and I got this light from Marshall's for I believe $12, and it comes with, it's just one bulb, and it comes with this app. The name of it is SG Lighting, like this, and I could just basically change it to any color that I want to change it to. And I usually just use the pink, or I use blue, or if I'm not using any of those colors, I would have it on standard. And this app does so many things. So if you could probably find this light on Amazon or TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods, you should definitely try this app out. But when I found changing the lighting for me, it just another way of calming myself, and just my energies are so like bougie. They want what they want, honey. So they want their candles, and they want the, like, when I'm trying to align myself, I can't be in a very like bright room like this. I couldn't sit here with all these lights and be like, okay, Geranika, what are you feeling? No, something about when I turn down the lights and I'm just like very calm and relaxed and have my candles lit. The light is probably on the blue or yellow. I'm a water sign, so I love the blue light. It just makes me even more like mellow. But yeah, these are just tips. Maybe they won't work for you, maybe they will, but definitely try out different lightings. If you don't want to use like a color lighting, maybe dim your light, get a new lampshade, try something that will like alter the lighting in your area. My next tip is going to be do a facial, and this is just not for women. Men and women can do facials. Like, do a facial routine. I like to use different products on my face, but I'm a facial girl. Like, I love doing a good face mask, so I probably do a different face mask every single day because I have so many. So this is another form of self-care for me. I just love them. I invest a lot of money in my face care routines and my skincare routines. So you should definitely try it out. If you're just walking around the house in your fabulous pajamas and your house shoes, your wig off, or your do-rag on, slap on some facial cream and just sit down on the couch, watch SpongeBob, eat some bonbons, do whatever y'all want to do. Number 7, take a hot shower. I start my morning off with a hot shower. I end my day off with a hot shower. Like hot showers, if I'm like having a bad day and I'm just like very emotional, I'm sad, angry, whatever feeling I am feeling, showers always help me like relax. And just like if I'm very tense, when I get in a hot shower, it just makes me very calm. And another thing, when I'm in the shower, I always use my lavender Dove body wash. Y'all, it goes back to lavender. Lavender is just like, at this point, it's my best friend. My sister hates the way lavender smells, but for me, lavender is just so soothing. And every day I'm starting to realize self-care is not something you can do today and then tomorrow you're like, oh, I could skip it today because I did self-care yesterday. No, self-care is something you want to do every single day. Make it like a part of your lifestyle. Just how some people want to exercise every day, you want to eat healthy. Make doing things a part of self-care every single day. Just add something small into like your routine and you'll constantly see like change. But I found just doing something small, as in buying a new body wash with different scents and fragrances, they help me. Because when I'm in the shower, I don't like just the regular bar of soap. So I've got so much lavender body wash at this point, it's ridiculous. But you should definitely try it out. I love the way lavender smells, and it just gets me in a very good mood. If I'm mad, if I'm angry, if I'm ready to snatch somebody's wig, do-rag, edges, hairline, I just take a hot shower and it just bring your girl back down to earth and be like, we're not gonna do that. Number 8 is basically going to be to drink something hot. I personally drink either black coffee or I'll do green tea, and I just love the way it makes me feel. A long time ago, maybe a couple years ago, I realized anytime I am sad and I drink something hot, it just makes me feel, it instantly just changed my mood. I know that's so weird, and when I realized it worked, I just was like, oh, so now that's something I just constantly do now. Anytime I'm feeling super sad or I just need some comforting feelings in the like a certain moment, I'll just grab for like, I'll run to Starbucks or I'll get like green tea. Okay, so the next one to me is the most important, and that's going to be either to meditate, pray, or journal, or you can do all three. Me personally, I do all three, but out of all of those things, prayer is so important to me because I just feel like without God, I am absolutely nothing. I can do nothing, and I am nothing without him. So I definitely make sure I start my morning off in prayer. I pray throughout the day. Me and God are always talking to each other, checking in. I meditate. When I meditate, it's more of a, I don't sit down and be like super quiet. I would love to, but the way my thoughts are set up, girl, that's impossible for me. These thoughts just be running crazy sometimes. But when I meditate, it's basically a conversation with me and God. In my quiet place, it's just a conversation with me and God, and I call that meditation. I'm sitting somewhere, I don't have my phone, I don't have no distractions, and I guess you could say my prayer is like my meditation. And also journaling. Journaling used to be very uncomfortable for me because I just felt like, oh, I don't feel like writing all of this stuff. So now lately, for some reason, it's like it used to take me a very long time to just get a whole page full of thoughts on the page, but now if I crack open my journal, I can literally write 3 pages easy, honey. But it's just like, and once all of it get out of my head, it's just like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder, and I'm just like, I don't think about it, I don't worry about it. It's just like gone, especially after I pray. Once I pray, whatever I was worried about, is like I have to put my trust in God to handle it for me, or you have to put your trust in God, the universe, whatever you believe in, to know that it's gonna all work out for you. So definitely pray, meditate, journal. These things are very, very, very important when it comes to self-care. And when it comes to journaling, I actually like the fact that I can look back and see how far I've come in my growth. Like just the other day, I was reading a journal writing that I wrote 3 years ago, and I'm totally not that person at all anymore. And it's just, sometimes I get to the place where I'm like so focused on where I want to be that I forget how far God has brought me. So now it's just kind of like, it's a very good feeling when I look back and I'm reading my journal, right, and I'm like, wow, I remember I used to pray for God to deliver me for certain things, and now I don't even do those things or worry about those things no more. So I feel like the journal writings are very, very cool. And I've been journaling for years. I have journal writings from maybe all the way back from 2014, which those are probably a little more hard for me to read because those times were a little troubling. Number 10 is gonna be to read a self-help book, any book that you want to read that you feel like it'll stimulate your mind, educate yourself, feed your brain, give yourself something that you can like feed off throughout the day, throughout your weeks, months, heads to come. So my favorite self-help book of all time is it is The 4 Agreements, and my favorite agreement is the first agreement, which is to be impeccable with your word. That's something, even if I don't go back to read the whole entire book, I find myself reading that book, at least that chapter, which is the first chapter, be impeccable with your word. I read that at least once a month to constantly put it in my head to like be mindful of my words, because my words have power. Do not gossip. Like your word is literally manifesting everything that you are living. So I constantly read that book. If you have not read that book, it is a great self-help read. Like, you need to get on it now. I purchased mine from Amazon and it was like a bundle deal it was very cheap. So I'm gonna say you should buy this book. Like, you need it. Number 11 is gonna be eat something comforting. Actually, today is my self-care day, so your girl will be eating her some pizza, drinking a cute margarita, and yes, eat something comforting. It doesn't have to be healthy. I'm not saying indulge and just go crazy, girl, but eat something comforting. Eat one of your favorite foods, whether it's pasta. Me, I like Italian food. I love Italian and I love pizza. So today I'm having pizza. So eat something comforting today or on your self-care day. It's just like, number 12 is gonna be go for a walk or exercise. Me, I love going for a walk. Going for a walk is like my new go-to. When I was younger, I absolutely hated being outside, but now as I've gotten older, I actually love being outside. I usually, from Monday through Friday, I try to go walking at least 3 times a week. And it's not for like health-wise purposes. It's more of like mentally healthy, not for like physical. I feel like it's just something about being in nature. I just love the way it makes me feel. My mind I get like fresh air. My mind get very open and clear. And when I'm on my walk, I always talk to God. I either talk to God or I talk to myself. Yes, me and this girl, we have like conversations. I'm talking about like deep conversations. I go there with her, and sometimes it just be like, we be fussing, we be arguing, but we always come to like middle ground and work things out. So yeah, go for a walk, exercise. Right now I know the gyms are probably closed, so I don't know. I can't run outside. Exercising outside to me is just hell and gasoline draws. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I'll wait till the gym open. Number 13 is gonna be have a drink. Have a drink, a glass of wine, whatever you prefer. Once again, do not indulge. Just quench your thirst just a little. Wind down at this point. If you're in your quiet space, you have your candles lit, you have on your mood light, you have in your meditation music. So at this point, girl, it's a whole vibe. And yes, do what works for you. Number 14 is one that I probably don't, on my self-care days, I try to stay away from TV. And number 14 is gonna be catch up on your favorite TV shows. To me, it all depends on the show. If it's like Love and Hip Hop or something like that, I try to stay away from those things because I just don't want that type of energy and mix it with my energy and spirits. I just don't want that. On my self-care day, we're trying to like get the energies aligned. So I probably catch up on like Below Deck Mediterranean, or I don't know, something on Bravo that I'm just like absolutely obsessed with, because that's probably the only channel I ever watch. But yeah, catch up on some of your shows and just chill out. Be on the couch in your pajamas and your drink and your candle and just chill, okay? Number 15, last but surely not least, is gonna be listen to your favorite playlist. And This is something that I just started doing. I wasn't like a playlist type of girl, but now I am obsessed with playlists. I like constantly create them. I'm constantly adding to them, and I find I actually like the way they feel. Like, I'm like, so all music don't have to be like loud and like ratchet or Future, but toxic. But some, they can be like, you can create your own vibe. So I like to create playlists, and maybe you should create your own self-care playlist. I call mine the wind down playlist. Literally wind down, because we drinking wine and we listen to this playlist. So guys, those are all of my self-care, self-help tips that I personally use on a regular, and these things, some of them you can take and give, whichever ones that you feel like will work for you. You can share these with friends, family, because I feel like right now we all need self-care, and like, I'm not an expert. I'm just going off my experience with life and the things that has helped me, because I'm a very, very, very emotional person, and sometimes I'm just like all over the place. So I had to find what works for me and the things that I feel like make me feel better. Because don't get me wrong, don't let all this fool you. I have been through like depressions, I go through like sadness, I've been like in some very, very dark places. So all the people out there who feel like you are mentally drained and you just want to give up, I feel like I'm telling you right now, do not give up. Like, there's somebody out there who cares about your existence, about your life. Like, self-help is very important. And right now I just want to say, reach out to your strong friend, the friend that you feel like always checking on other people, always taking care of people. Today you should definitely reach out to that person, because we all need somebody to check on us, because sometimes we just not okay. Even the friend that you call and they like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Y'all, people are really out here like hurting, suffering, going through depressions. People out here suicidal. You never know what your friends are going through. So always try to make and create a space of like a safe space, so where y'all can like talk freely. Not just your friends, your family members. Because I know, like, for me, I know in a black like household, certain things you just don't talk about. Like, I go to therapy. That's one thing I think everybody should do. Therapy has completely changed my entire life, and that's honestly where my self-care, self-help journey began. And to this day, I just feel like it's completely changed my whole entire life. And it does make you realize certain things that you think is normal, or the way you grew up, is not normal, and it shouldn't be that way. So if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, definitely reach out to a friend, try therapy, journal, always pray. And yeah, I hope this video will reach and help somebody out there. And yes, girls and guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video, and come back next week for another fabulous upload, girls.